In communities all across America, families of those serving experience those exact same costs. Those costs were particularly concentrated here in Northeast Ohio in 2005. Your Marines of 3rd Battalion, 25th Marines, as was said during the introduction, are based out of here. They are recruited from this region. They are trained and brought back. They serve here on their weekend drill responsibilities. They do their annual training out of here. They deploy out of here. As friends, as patriots, they form together into a unit and face whatever the nation is going to ask them to do. When they deployed in 2005, they went into the province of Al-Anbar, at the time, the most horrible spot on earth, I guarantee you. The enemy there was bent on killing, maiming, and destroying as many Marines, soldiers, airmen, and sailors as they could possibly do. And that was only because they couldn't get to Americans here at home. The Marines of 3rd Battalion, 25th Marines at the time went into Al-Anbar and secured an area right around Haditha Dam, absolutely critical to the success of the mission in Iraq. By securing that dam, they provided hydroelectric power to the entire region, improving the lives of Iraqis, giving them less of a reason to complain about our being there, building the stability of the government to allow us to get out of there. That mission was not easy by any stretch of the imagination. During their time there, of only 7 months, the battalion lost over 40 Marines, killed or wounded, killed, and countless others wounded, to the neighborhood of about 100. As I said earlier, all of those Marines were recruited right from this community. The community at that time, your community, the community that you support, those Marines that you support, their costs, their burdens were felt by you. The Marines that you lost at that time were cops, firefighters, students, attendants, store clerks, hooligans, ne'er-do-wells that hang out on the corner, but all of them were members of your community. They were sons, brothers, friends, people that you see on the street. When they made their sacrifice in service of the country, you as a community made that same sacrifice. What you lost at that time were parts of you, as I believe. Coming to this community from all the different places that I've served, I have never experienced the kind of support that this community gives to its servicemen. You all truly understand that the people that serve our country in uniform from this region are part of you. What you do to support them provides them immeasurable strength. They know 23 times they're told thank you very much for your service. They know it is heartfelt out of here. Yeah. My ambusher there would point out that most places around the country will only put on the magnetic yellow bring them home ribbon and call it a day. That doesn't exist here. Here at baseball games, here at the grocery store, here at football games, here in the parking lot, here walking on the street, your genuine concern and support for the Marines, soldiers, sailors, and airmen in service truly provides them inspiration and support. And they reflect your community in their service. The things that they value are your values. When they sacrifice for you. Those things that make them great as Marines, as soldiers, as sailors, as airmen, are the same things that make this community a strong community. They reflect that in their service. They bring it with them overseas. This really is something special. So as I get up here, it all of a sudden became a little bit more melancholy than I wanted it to be. But I want you to understand how important your service to those in service is. Just coming together tonight, doing what you're doing, banding together to provide for those that have needs, or simply to say thank you, or to have an event like this in support of our servicemen and women is really something special. Know that the word of what you're doing gets back to the units and that they truly do appreciate it. The services that you provide, the money that's raised here tonight, does not exist like it does around active duty bases all over the country. Camp Pendleton, one of the largest Marine bases in the world, has tremendous government services for the troops there. They have volunteer organizations right outside the gate. They provide for those Marines and sailors that are stationed there and their families. Fort Bragg, North Carolina, one of the main training bases of the Army, same thing. They have Army services that provide for the families. When the soldiers deploy out of there, they know their families are taken care of, that if they have issues, if they have needs, those will be addressed by the citizens remaining behind and their fellow soldiers. Here out of Northeast Ohio, we don't have a base. We don't have base housing where the families can be together and commiserate over the departure and, well, the departure of their Marines as they deploy overseas. The families and the Marines have to rely on this community. You all support them. That provides for something that just doesn't exist and is not given to us by the government here in this area. So your contributions are absolutely critical, and for that I thank you. Understand, as I tried to bring it back to patriotism, that if you take one message from me tonight, these Marines are a reflection of you as a community. The sacrifices that they make, the hardships they endure are for you, and they're because of you. The way to support them is to keep being a community. Do those things that make Northeast Ohio a special place, in which none of my Marine friends would ever understand that I just spoke of Cleveland that way. But this is a special place. There are things that happen around here that don't happen in other places I've been. Genuine and heartfelt thanks for service. Simply friendly greetings as you walk down the street. A hello, a support of your neighbor regardless of who they are, where they come from. That kind of community bond is very important, and it's something that makes our units stronger. So as you go forward with tonight, understand that to me, and I believe to the Marines that I represent, patriotism is about supporting the community, and it has made a whole lot easier supporting a community like this. So thank you very much. Semper Fidelis, and God bless America.